Hi everyone, welcome to my Oils 101 class. I'm so excited that you are all tuning in and have a strong desire to want to learn more about these awesome little bottles of plant juice, what I like to call them. I have so many awesome things to share with you during this video, and I'm super excited to get started. So my name is Janine Jones. I am a Young Living essential oils distributor. I have been with the company since this past October. To say that these little bottles are life-changing is an understatement as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to talk about a ton of things in this video. A lot of it can be overwhelming at first, so my best advice is to listen, absorb as much as possible, get your hands on one of our premium starter kits and start experimenting with the oils. That's really when you form your own personal testimonies, and that's when everything I'm going to spew out at you right now is going to make the most sense. So we're going to talk about what exactly are essential oils, how do I use them, what's the difference between Young Living and those other distributing companies out there. Then we're going to go through the 11 oils that come in the premium starter kit, and I'm going to give you a little information about each of those and how they can support the body system. And then we'll just talk in general about purchasing a premium starter kit and how you benefit from that and what types of things come along with that. So let's see, I'm going to be referencing my notes throughout this, so if my eyes are constantly all over the place, it's because I have like 3 different types of notes up right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about my why for getting involved in essential oils to begin with, so that you could see why they're so important to me. So as I'm sure many of you are aware, my husband and I lost our 11-week-old son to leukemia this past June. It obviously hit us like a ton of bricks, and we still to this day experience lots of impact from his loss. But directly after, in the weeks and months following his passing, I had a very difficult time sleeping, staying asleep, and because of that, I was feeling it emotionally, obviously, feeling it physically, and I was really struggling to be able to find ways and things that would help me get a sound sleep. So I kind of posted online about a diffuser. I had heard about essential oils helping. I said, what do I got to lose? I had an old friend message me and tell me that she didn't know where I was in my my essential oil journey, but that she wanted to, help me by telling me about Young Living. And I guess you could say that's all she wrote, because I took the leap and I haven't looked back since then. It's sick, and we'll get into it later, but the oils did significantly help with my sleep. So slowly, actually quite fast after I got the oils, I drastically started to make a change in our lifestyle. I realized that there was nothing that I could have done to prevent Reed from cancer, but I could control now what I was exposing my family to by making some significant life changes. So I went back vegetarian. We started really being aware of the additives and preservatives in our food and not buying those and bringing them into our home. I have like no chemicals, well, very few chemicals in my house now for cleaning. I've been ditching and switching those items and replacing them with Young Living cleaning products so that I'm able to do that without any chemicals. And the big one was just incorporating those oils into every aspect of my life, which included the chemical cleaning, which includes ingesting oils daily to support my body systems and using those oils to help my emotional state of mind. My husband was quite the skeptic at first, until he actually personally used the oils. Like I was talking about earlier, once you form those personal testimonies, it has a much stronger you connect stronger to the oils. And once he saw what they could do for him, he didn't look back either. He's definitely a believer now. So I started sharing Young Living because I really wanted to expose people to the products that the Young Living sells, and that the huge impact that they've had on my life and the positive changes that I've made for my family, you can make for your family too, and you can make in your life too, and you shouldn't have to be naive about the process because it's such an awesome company with wonderful things it's providing. So, before we start, I have to definitely make a disclaimer that I am not obviously a medical professional, so I cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe for anything. There's only certain verbiage that I'm allowed to use to stay compliant with Young Living standards. So I can't mention any specific illness or ailments that come with an illness. I can put things out there so that you can connect the dots, but I can't reference anything specifically. So for instance, I can't say you can use this oil to help with arthritis. I can't. That would be treat something that only a medical professional can do, so I can't say that. So we will use a lot of the stuff of this supports this system and this supports this system, and that's how we get around that. I also will only be referencing Young Living oils. So you probably have all seen the oils that you can purchase. You can actually purchase them if you have a Wegmans around, a TJ Maxx. There's tons of them all over Amazon. I cannot guarantee that those oils will be safe or that they will work as I describe or intend that they're intended to. Those oils are often super adulterated, and they contain elements that Young Livings don't. So for instance, in order to be considered therapeutic grade oil, you only have to have 5% of your ounce or whatever you're distributing in. 5% of your oil has to be pure essential oils. So in like a 15 milliliter bottle, only 5% of this oil has to be pure essential oils in order for it to be labeled therapeutic, which means everything else that is in that bottle is, I don't even like to think about it. It's a filler, it's a carrier oil, it's chemicals, it could be perfumes to make things smell differently. So I can guarantee though that essential oils are from the top to the bottom 100% grade, 100%. Every drop is coming from the plant. So you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so I need to exit out of this so that I can get into my other one. All right. Okay, so let's start with what exactly are essential oils. So essential oils are volatile liquids that are coming directly from a plant. They are extracted from the plant using steam distillation, resin tapping, or cold pressing of the rind for your citrus oils. The essential oil of the plant is the lifeblood of the plant. So it is what carries nutrients from top to bottom. It is what keeps the plant alive. If a part of the plant is harmed or damaged, that essential oil carries itself to that part of the plant in order to heal it. It's kind of like the same in our human bodies. Our blood carries things to the parts of our body that it needs to in order for it to heal. So it is basically the mover and the shaker of the plant. The essential oil is therapeutic grade when it's extracted from the plant, and that's why we can use it to, as humans, to assist in supporting our systems. There are 3 ways that you can use essential oils. I had no clue about that when I first got into it. I literally thought that the only way that you use essential oils is by diffusing it, which is one of the main reasons that I got into it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to use oils to make your room smell good. I mean, that's awesome. Candles are full of chemicals. I can't even tell you what I've read about putting burning candles. It's disgusting. Look up some articles, Google it. It's gross. And to think that I had been breathing that for how long makes me ill. So the first way that you can is diffusing, is through aromatically. So the number one aromatic way to have use essential oils is through the use of a diffuser. So I actually have mine going right now. If I can show you, there's my diffuser over there. So you put the oils in the diffuser, you fill it with water, you plug it in, and it almost acts as if it's a humidifier. You also can simply, it's the cheapest way, just open a vial and inhale. Our body responds to essential oils within 20 seconds, it's reached our brain. Or within 2 seconds, it's reached our brain. Within 20 seconds, it's reached our bloodstream. So it's pretty amazing the types of things that it can do so quickly. So that's the first way. I also have learned this really amazing thing that still has me baffled, but it's true. If you don't like the smell of an essential oil, it is because your body needs it. Your body is craving something in that essential oil that it's lacking. So if you ever smell an oil, 100% pure essential oil, so not those oils you're going to smell in the store because God knows what's in those, but 100% pure essential oil, if you don't like it, and it means your body needs that. So, for instance, I hated the smell of frankincense to begin with. I literally can't live without it now. It's probably my top 3 favorite oils. So that's a small side note. Second way essential oils can be used are topically. So you put them directly on your skin. You can apply them as we call neat, which is right from the bottle onto your skin, or you can also use a carrier oil to dilute it and put it into a roller bottle, or just put a couple drops in your hand with a couple drops of carrier oil, rub it around and put it on your body. General rule of thumb is that you put an oil where you need it the most. So if I have aching muscles, I'm going to put the oil that I'm going to use directly on those aching muscles. If I am using it to support my respiratory system, I'm going to put the oil right over my lungs. If I'm using it to support my digestive system, I can put it right over my stomach. So we'll get into a little bit of that in a while, but the best way to say it is you use it where you need it. And the third way, before I do that, well, I'll do that in a little bit. The third way to use essential oils is internally. So you can take them in a capsule, in a vegetable capsule. You can buy, Young Living actually sells them, or you can buy them off of Amazon. So in a vegetable capsule, you can put the oils in and you can ingest them. That's how I take my oils normally. You can also put them underneath your tongue. So that's where they're absorbed the fastest. So you can put them underneath your tongue or you can use them in your food. There are a lot of awesome oils that Young Living offers that you can cook with that really you can taste the difference. I didn't believe it until I tasted it. Also, I'm going to go back super fast. I didn't tell you guys, people who don't like to use them topically, there's jewelry now that's super amazing. That's, you can buy at places that if you don't like putting the oils directly on your body, you can wear them. So this is just one of the ones I have. There's a pad inside of here and you put the essential oil on the pad and you can wear the necklace around your neck. They also have, these are actually lava beads. So you put the oil right on the lava bead and that absorbs the oil and you wear, they have bracelets, they have necklaces like this too. And that's another way to wear it. Not actually put it on your skin, but to wear it. Okay, so piggybacking off of ingesting oil, Young Living is the only FDA-approved oil company to have a line that is meant for ingesting. So we have 2 different types of, I want to say, they're not different types of oil. They're labeled differently based off of what they're intended for. So for instance, we have a white label, which is our Vitality line. Our Vitality line is meant and approved by the FDA for ingestion to be used internally. Then we have, so here's another lemon. This is our, I don't even know what I call it. I think I just call it our original oil. This is the original lemon oil. Obviously, it comes in a larger size. This is 15 mil, where all our Vitality oils only come in 5 mil. The original oil is the exact same oil that is in the Vitality. So the best way I can describe this is at the Young Living factory, bottles go down the conveyor belt and the same lemon oil goes in this bottle, that goes in this bottle. This bottle just has a white label on it, labeling it for ingestion. So I get asked all the time, well, can I ingest this lemon if it's the same as this? All I can say is that this is the one labeled for FDA, but this one is the same exact thing. So we'll leave it at that. Also, when you're ingesting oils, if you look at the side of the label, it tells you exactly the instructions to how to ingest. So for instance, on the lemon vitality oil, which does come in your starter kit, it says put 2 drops in a capsule and take 3 times daily. So you just follow those directions. Oh, also the original counterpart, you can use this and the Vitality, either one, you can use them for topical use or in the diffuser. So it doesn't matter which one you have. If you have the Vitality and you're like, oh, that's the one I want, you can still put this in the diffuser. You can still use this topically. Same oil. So you can use it for the same reasons. Contents are the same. Okay, let's get into talking about oils. Your premium starter kit comes with, we'll talk about what comes in it in a couple minutes, but it comes with 11 we call them everyday oils that can be used in your everyday life. In the box that it comes in this pretty little container. So these are the oils we're going to talk about right now, with addition to one more, because this is your bonus oil, your 11th oil that you get in there. Let's see. I'm going to start with peppermint. It is a really popular one. There are 5 vitality oils and 5 original oils in the premium starter kit. So the peppermint oil, ooh, my video is backwards, so everything I'm doing, I have to do the opposite. The peppermint oil is, here's a really cool fact, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That is how strong it is. It is man, it's potent, let me tell you. I love diffusing peppermint. I also love putting it, I put it underneath my tongue, or I put it on my tongue. A good way to do this, so if you are sitting in an Oils 101 class right now and someone has the peppermint, they can pass it around, and I'll just show you. I put, this one's almost gone, a drop on my hand, and then I lick it, and whoo, it's a game changer. It's the best breath mint I've ever had. Let's see. It is great to support the digestive system. I use it in capsules with one of our other starter kit oils. It's also to relieve head tension. It helps to relieve head tension when applied to the temples or when applied to the back of the neck. It's a cooling oil, so you're going to feel that coolness when you put it on your body. I mean, everybody loves peppermint. You can't really go wrong. Second oil that is in the premium starter kit, let's see, is lavender. This is basically it's the Swiss Army knife of oils. It is also the one that is the most adulterated. So when you open up this oil and when you smell it, I mean, I love lavender, but I mean, it's potent. It is potent. Because it's one of the most adulterated, a lot of the things that you smell that claim they have lavender smell are not really lavender smell. So that laundry detergent you have, which if you have not done any research on laundry detergent, you need to. There are so many chemicals in it. But if you smell that lavender, it's a lot different than what you're going to smell in this bottle, because most of it has added perfumes and added chemicals to the lavender oil to make it smell the way that it does. So lavender is great, obviously, for emotional support, for sleep support. It is great for the kids. I mean, we have a kids line. Young Living has a kids line, and there is a kids oil that is labeled Sleepies, and it has lavender in it, and they're already pre-diluted for kids. So lavender is definitely the go-to for a lot of people, but it really is the one that is the most adulterated. So just know that anything you're buying is most likely does not have real lavender in it, and you'll know once you smell this. Next oil, lemon. Okay, so the Lemon Vitality comes in your premium starter kit. It is great. It is cold pressed from the rind when it is after it's harvested. So the way that they do that is pretty amazing. So in this 5 milliliter bottle of lemon, there are, I'm trying to remember, 25. There are 25 lemons that are in this one little bottle of 5 mil lemon, which means that the 15 milliliters, there are 75 lemons that are in this one little bottle. It is probably the most detoxifying oil that you can get your hands on. It supports the lymphatic system tenfold. It is one that a lot of people put in their water for added benefits. The one thing that you have to make sure that you know that when you're using it internally, or I mean, you can diffuse it. It smells wonderful diffused. It's a great added oil to put with anything basically. But when you diffuse it, when you take it internally, you need to, if you're not taking it in a capsule, you need to make sure that if you are drinking it, that you are drinking it out of a glass, a ceramic, or a stainless steel glass, because the constituents in the oil will break down the plastic and then you will be drinking the chemicals of the plastic, and you don't want to do that. So make sure if you're using any of the oils in your water, that goes for any of the Vitality oils. We have tons of them. Grapefruit, lime, you need to make sure they're in one of those types of containers. What's really cool about lemon is that, so our body, I'm like a slew of information. I love talking about this stuff, so it gets me, I'm like, oh, there's something I forgot. Our body naturally gets rid of toxins. We do that through sweat. We do that through urine. Our body naturally knows how to do that. We have these things in our bottles that are called petrochemicals. And the great thing about citrus oils, lemon is just one example, is that those citric oils they consume like the petrochemicals in our body. So when we're ingesting these citric essential oils, they are helping to break down those petrochemicals and to easily let the body rid themselves of it, because our body does not do that. They're stored in our body and they're really hard to get rid of. So the citric oils help do that in the process of breaking them down. So when you do put citric essential oil into your water, you're probably going to pee a lot more because your body's trying to flush those petrochemicals out. So make sure you're just staying really hydrated and drinking a lot of water. But lemon is definitely a staple. I probably have like 5 bottles in my house because I use it with everything and in everything. Okay, the next is Mr. Frankincense, which is obviously, it comes from the biblical story. It is, I can't say enough about frankincense. I love it. I could bathe in it if it wasn't so expensive, I probably would. So frankincense is an expensive oil, and the fact that you are getting it in the starter kit is amazing because it is not cheap. A 15 milliliter bottle of frankincense is, I think, it retails for over $90. So the 5 milliliter bottle, you're getting a steal with it in the premium starter kit. So frankincense is great for meditation, for yoga. It's a calming and a grounding oil. It's extremely great for skin support. I use a drop or two every night on top of the face lotion that I use, because Young Living also has a lotion and face line. I use the frankincense with it. It comes from the boswellia tree. So it's tapped from the resin of the boswellia tree. And it really is, like I said, this was the oil I couldn't stand the smell of when I got my premium starter kit. Love it. Super good diffused at night too for some sleep support. Next is we will be getting into our blends. So these are all 100% one oil. We have some blends in the starter kit too. So the next one is Copaiba. In my experience with Copaiba, it's really one of the underdogs of the essential oil kit. A lot of people don't understand the uses of Copaiba. It is great to support and respond to inflammation. So if you have inflammation somewhere, I can't say that word, that it might want to help, but any type of inflammation, it will, if it's applied topically, it helps a lot. So for instance, my 10-month-old daughter has been teething intensely, and I literally take Copaiba Neat, which is straight from the bottle, and I apply it to her gum line and to her jaw line because of the inflammation of her teeth pushing through. It's a game changer. It really has helped support her in that. It's great for when you're active in sports. It's also a magnifier oil. So what that means is anything that you add Copaiba to. So let's just say you wanted to add Copaiba to a peppermint to use for head tension. It's going to, if you layer those two oils, it's going to intensify what peppermint would do. So it's for that reason, it's a magnifying oil, which is great when you're trying, you were like, man, that oil's great. I wish it was a little bit more intense. Add Copaiba to it and you're set. Copaiba is also, the smell of Copaiba is very, it's earthy, it's grounding. It's more of a grounding oil too. So if you ever smell an oil in a bottle and you don't like it, please don't make that the end all be all of oils. Diffuse it, put it on topically, wear it for a couple hours because oils smell very different in the bottle than they do if they're diffused or put on topically. Okay, next oil in our premium starter kit is our first blend. So our first blend is called Digize. And in Digize there is tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, lemongrass, anise, patchouli, and fennel. I personally am not a huge fan of Digize, the smell. It is strong. It's a strong blend. It helps support the digestion. So I take this when I have an upset stomach or when I know I'm going to be having a big meal. I put it in a capsule with some peppermint because peppermint also helps digestion and some carrier oil, and I take that capsule. I really was blown away the first time I took it. This was the oil that turned my husband because he was like, holy cow, that like totally took away my stomach ache. So Digize, digestion, it can be used, so in the capsule. It can also be used in your water. I put it in my dog's water to help him with his digestion issues. And it also is great if you want to use it topically. You just rub it right on your stomach, right on your belly when you're having a stomach ache, and it works well that way. We also have a kids line that's called Tummy Jize that uses Digize as part of its oils along with the carrier oil. Next oil, which is also a vitality oil, so it's labeled for consumption, is Thieves. Most people know Young Living because they know the Thieves oil. Thieves, I went through this little bottle, no joke. This was the first bottle, not lemon, or lavender. This was the first bottle I went through of my premium starter kit, start to finish, so it's pretty much a game changer. So Thieves, the name is really awesome how they got this Thieves. So Thieves was named because in the 15th century when the Black Plague was out, there were people, thieves, robbers, who were robbing the sick and the dying. And nobody obviously wanted to go around the sick and the dying because they were dying of the Black Plague and everyone didn't want to get the disease. Can't think right there for a minute. So these thieves developed I can't say the name. I have to look at it. Herbalists. Couldn't remember that. They were herbalists. And so they put together these oils and these herbs, and they used them for their immune support while they were robbing the dead and dying of the plague. So what ended up happening was the king said, hey, I will spare your life if you tell me what you used in order to prevent yourself from becoming sick when you were robbing these infected people. So hence the name Thieves, and therefore it's extremely suiting that Thieves supports your immune system. It is a game changer. I diffuse it constantly this time of the year with lemon. I rub it on the bottom of my boys' feet. I put a carrier oil on it, but I rub it on the bottom of their feet, on the spine. A lot of times oils go on your feet because that's where your pores are the biggest, and so they can absorb the fastest. but I rub these basically on like anything. I use it in capsules with lemon a lot. As soon as I try to do it every morning. I don't always remember, but I at least do it when I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather. It is a hot oil, which means when you touch it, it's going to have a hot effect to it. So if you're using on the kids especially, you want to make sure you put a carrier oil to it. I didn't tell you what was in this. So this blend of Thieves has clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. It smells like Christmas. Like, that's what I tell everybody. It smells like Christmas. It's pretty awesome. All right. Next one, we only have a couple left. The next oil that is a blend is called RC. This one comes in your starter kit also. RC is short for respiratory care. And in RC, we have Young Living carries 3 eucalyptus oils. So in RC, the 3 eucalyptus oils are present: myrtle, marjoram, lavender, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. It has a very minty. I don't want to say minty because the cypress makes it. Oh, you gotta smell this. This smells amazing. I love RC. It's great. I'm just going to keep smelling it. It's great to make a chest rub out of when you have a cough or when you are not feeling like your respiratory system is at its top. It's great to be diffused overnight if you are coughing, if you are having issues, like I said, with that respiratory support. I use it primarily. I get tons of sinus infections, so it doesn't treat the sinus infection, so I probably shouldn't have said that again. Erase that. I wish I could go back and delete that. But I take like 2 drops and I put it over my sinuses on my temple, and then I kind of like shove it up my nose because it's going to help support it. It's a really awesome oil. Next one is, we have 3 left. The next one that comes in your premium starter kit is Panaway. You will notice that the top on your Panaway bottle will be different. That is because it contains wintergreen, and wintergreen is one of the oils that you should keep away from children. And so any top that you have that comes with this, there's a couple other oils that are not the premium starter kit, but wintergreen. Then we have our Raven oil blend. They all come with this top on, so they can't be opened easily by kids. Panaway is another blend. Panaway contains wintergreen, clove, peppermint, and hellcrasum. So Panaway because it has peppermint, because it has wintergreen. Wintergreen is a warm oil and peppermint is a cooling oil. You kind of get that effect of like a Bengay on there. It is wonderful for muscle, bone, and joint support. So if you ever have muscle, bone, or joint support, then you can do that. Hold on one second. I have to text my husband because he's going to stop by the house and I'm filming a video and that's not going to happen. 1 second. Okay. That's Panaway. It's a great massager for massaging with a carrier oil. You can use it as a massage lotion. Next one. Last but not least, the 10 essential oils is Purification. This is probably one of my favorites in the starter kit. Purification is a blend of citronella, lavender, lemongrass, rosemary, myrtle, and tea tree. It has a very, very clean smell. So everyone's like, what is that clean smell? You know, I want that. I don't want all these really strong smells. I want a clean smell. Purification is it. It's wonderful. It reminds me of like summer. I use it in my laundry. I put it on my dryer balls in my laundry. I use it when I cook cauliflower, broccoli, things that are really smelly. Then I diffuse it with lemon, usually a little bit more of lemon. It's great for a linen spray with lemon and some purification. It's also really good for stinky shoes because I put it in my stinky shoes and that helps a lot. So last but not least, you get a bonus oil with your premium starter kit. That one is Stress Away. People go crazy over Stress Away. It is probably, if people are like not fans of essential oils, they smell Stress Away and they love it. Stress Away is the only oil that Young Living has that has vanilla in it. So it makes it different because of that. In Stress Away, there is copaiba, lime, cedarwood, lavender, vanilla, and octane. So it is, gosh, it kind of smells like summer in a bottle. That's kind of just like how it's just awesome. It's great to use when you're in distress on your neck and on your shoulders. It's great. I've even put a dot right on the top of my head. Let's see, what else do we use it for? I use it with peppermint in the diffuser, so that I get that the stress away from the feeling relaxed from this, and then I get the peppermint, which is also uplifting. Let's see. What's the last thing? Oh, it's wonderful with Epsom salts in the bath. So if you take like a cup of Epsom salts and you put some Stress Away in it and mix it up and then throw it into the bathtub, it's phenomenal. It's really, really, really great. That's one I highly recommend. And the best thing about this that is in your actual premium starter kit, it comes with a roller ball that can easily be placed right on top of this. And then all you have to do is roll it wherever you want it. It really is. It's probably one of our most popular scents, I have to say that. Popular oils. Okay, so those are the 11 oils that are in the premium starter kit. The thing that I can't stress enough is the quality that these oils bring. So right now, I know I've been going for like 35 minutes. Give me another 10 and I'll be done. It is so, 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 so important that you invest yourself in understanding the quality of Young Living oils compared to its counterparts or compared to other oils you may see in the store. Majority of oils are adulterated. So if you're buying them from a store and you don't know where they're coming from, most likely they're, like I said before, they're filled with those fillers, those chemicals, and those carrier oils. You don't know what's in them, which defeats the whole purpose of wanting to use essential oils to begin with. So you have to do your research. You have to know what's in the oils. And if you go on the Young Living website, there is an ample amount of research that you can read about the essential oils that we offer. So you have to feel empowered to know what you're using, what you're putting on your skin, because not only think about what your laundry is washing, think about your soap and your shampoo, excuse me, and your shower gel. There are some nasty toxins in those things. And so it's not just what we're smelling. It's not just what we're in our candles, but it's in all of those types of things. There are so many chemicals in those. So you're putting it on your body and it's getting absorbed that way. And I guess the biggest thing I can say is that just start making little changes in your life once you get your premium starter kit. So grab that kit and don't go gung-ho and trying to implement them all and rid your house of all the chemicals at first, because it can be super overwhelming. Just take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and start seeing what they can do for you and how great you feel using them. And then you will feel empowered to want to make more of those changes. So Young Living is the oldest essential oil distribution center. It is over 20 years old, and we are the only company that offers our seed to seal promise. So what that means is they have 100% control and oversight of the entire process of the essential oils, from planting to harvesting to distilling to bottling. Young Living oversees it all. It is not outsourced. It is not, we don't pay somebody else to do this for us. So we own the farms or we partner with the farms, and it is all run by Young Living, which means there's no chemicals, there's no pesticides used on any of the plants that are being used for the essential oil harvesting. The soil is super duper rich. One of the coolest things that I learned about our farms is that we don't even waste what we use of the plant. We don't waste the plant after we use it and extract the essential oil. So for instance, the rinds of I was like, oh my gosh, 75 lemons are in here. What happens with all of the rest of that? Well, what Gary Young, who is our founder, ended up doing was formulating and taking all of the waste of the plant, and they make fertilizer. That is how they use the rest of it, so there's no plant is wasted. They take that plant and they use it and they fertilize other plants, so that way there's no chemicals or toxins on with fertilizers. There's no pesticides. Anyone can actually visit the farms, which is super cool. They have them all. There's some all over the world, but you can actually go and visit the farms and harvest, like help them harvest. It's super cool. All plants are harvested at their peak. They let their fields rest, meaning they're not going to overuse their fields. They're not going to force them to grow at a certain rate, which is wonderful. And probably the best thing is in that seed to seal process, they're not about the profit, which is what is phenomenal about this company, that they could care less if they need to put an oil out of stock for months upon months upon months, if they're not compromising that oil. So for instance, if they have to put, there's my one oil that I want so bad is called Dreamcatcher, and it's been on it's been out of stock forever because they don't have the best essential oils to use in that blend, and so they're not going to compromise their oil by putting any filler or anything else in there. They would rather it go out of stock and the quality be right than to sell fake essential oil to somebody, which is super important to me, that I'm using these for my family and I'm spending my money on them. I don't want them to be, not real essential oils. I think that is about it as far as Young Living. If you're more curious about it, there's so much information online about their farms. It's really awesome. So really quickly, and then I'll finally stop talking. This pretty package is what your premium starter kit comes in. You get the 10 oils. You get the bonus oil of the Stress Away. You get a diffuser, guys. A diffuser with everything else. You get a diffuser. If I open this thing up, which the packaging is just so pretty. In this, you also get 10 samples of 10 samples of oils. Some of them are not in your starter kit. So there's a Peace and Calming, which is my all-time favorite oil, in here. Whether you want to use them or give them away, you get that. You get bottles that you can put samples in to share with others. This is the roller ball that I was talking about. You get the roller ball and the roller top, and this is actually called a roller filament, and you can pop it right on top of the oil and roll it. I mean, it would be great on this. It would be great on the Panaway one. It would be great on probably, you could use it on the peppermint too if you wanted to use it on your temples. You get 2 samples of our Ningxia wolfberry supplement. I'm not going to go into this because it would take me forever, and I love Ningxia. It is probably one of the most tasty things I've ever consumed. It's phenomenal. So you get 2 samples of our 2 ounces of our Ningxia antioxidant and essential oil infused supplement. You also get, let's see what I get. You get a full product guide, if I can find mine. You get a full product guide of all the products that Young Living sells. You get a Young Living magazine, whatever season that they are in, they will send you that magazine. You also get 24% off of retail prices. So once you become a member and you sign up with your premium starter kit, no strings attached. It's another thing I love about Young Living. This is not to rope you into any additional payments. This is not to get you to pay a monthly fee, to sign up for things that you don't want to sign up for. If all you do is order your premium starter kit and never want another oil, except I know that you won't because you will be addicted and want to keep buying them too, then you never have to. There are no strings attached. It's simply network marketing. We are not a pyramid scheme, just to make that clear, because I know that deters people some ways. It's not a pyramid scheme whatsoever. It is network marketing. So you don't have to buy anything else if you want to, but because you'll want to, you can hop on as the member and you get retail prices that are marked up 24%. You get them at wholesale pricing. So you can't go wrong with that. I mean, who wants to pay more money for something when you can get it cheaper? And let's be honest, you love your starter kit oils. You're going to run out of them, so you're going to need more of them too. What else do you get? You also, when you sign up to when you become a member, under me, I can, or any of my downline members, you get added to Facebook groups online that are part of our Big Huge Oily family. So if I don't know an answer, if your sponsor or your enrollee doesn't know an answer to a question, there are thousands of people in these, there's like 3 or 4 groups that can answer the questions. They run giveaways all the time. I have won well over $100 worth of free products just participating in the giveaways. So they are a wealth of knowledge, and I didn't think that I would want to be a part of those groups or I'd want to participate in them, but I have participated in way more than I thought I would. And the people, our leaders who run them, are wonderful. So you get to become a member of that. It really has changed my life in so many ways that I wouldn't be able to feel so passionate about something if it didn't change my life and the way I think about things and the way that I am raising my family. So I highly encourage you to pick up a premium starter kit today. We can send you some videos that would encourage you to learn more about the things in your premium starter kit, as if my 45-minute video didn't give you enough. I mean, I literally can talk forever, so it doesn't surprise me that I'm still talking. And real quick, we do have an Essential Rewards program, which is free to sign up. It is free to cancel at any time. It is a customizable monthly wellness box that you get every month. And then you earn up to 25% back. You start at 10 and you work your way up to 25% back of your monthly purchase. And you also earn really free promo stuff. Like this month, with my Essential Rewards order, I earned $290 worth of free product. I mean, let's be honest. What company gives you that much free product just for ordering things you need every month? So if that's something you're interested in, contact me or ask your sponsor or enrollee to describe it to you. It's a wonderful program, and I'm so glad that a lot of people have seen the benefits of it. And last but not least, the main thing that I would like to share is that these little bottles, as silly it may sound, can really empower you. They can empower you to make changes in your lifestyle. They can empower you to make changes in your home. And they actually really make you look at the way you're living and what you are putting on your body, in your body, and around your body. They have been game changers for me. And I'm so excited that I got to share them with you today. So please feel free to ask any and all of the questions and contact myself or the person that shared this video with you to be able to answer those questions. I really hope that you decide to join our OLE family with us soon. Thanks, guys.